Hello, everybody. Thank you for coming at James and Ursula's YouTube channel. Appreciate you. Those likes, shares, and subscribing to us. Appreciate it. This is something that I'm trying to, I want to share with you as an expat, as a foreigner coming here to the Philippines. And it's just not the Philippines. It also applies to other places you may be traveling to. Now, I have lived in Europe before for almost 17 years. I do have to say the laws are definitely good over there in Germany. A lot more stricter, and they take care of business when I was there. Um, Personally, I have had 5 different driver's licenses. Four of them were normal driver's license, and one is the international driver's license, as most of you have had, or some of you have had. Not including Philippines, I've had a lot. I have a current license. States, I have a license. USER license with the military. German license, and there's one more. So 5 in all I've had. So learning all these different laws, traffic laws, some of the toughest laws I've ever experienced was Germany, Europe. Awesome. Uh, I'll say states, United States was second. Other countries, I really don't know. But Germany, the reason being is they have a tremendous amount of traffic signs that you must know. Most I've forgotten because I haven't been there in almost 9 years, or over 9 years. Uh, Nothing compares to their driver's license. And the other top thing I like about them is they require you to learn a CPR class. You have to assist if you see an accident. Things may have changed since I lived there, used to live there. Uh, when I was there and still currently have my license, it doesn't expire, not unless you have traffic tickets and accidents. Then you got to go in and retest. But I was blessed enough. I had my state license. I got my USER license from the Army, and then California was accepted. Then I was able to get my German driver's license, which had no limit. Now, to my understanding, that has changed since I've been there, which is fine. I don't currently live there now, but it was a nice thing to have. So, coming to my Filipino license, I was able to get that one because I'm from California. I think it expires in 5 years. I haven't looked at the card in some time now. But going forward, guys, when I tell you, when you're here, if you have a car, if you have a motorcycle, whatever kind of transportation you have, please get yourself a camera and mount it. They do have a lot of CCTV here. You don't want to count on that 100%, because there may be an area that's a dark area, they don't have it. What I mean by dark area, there's no cameras there or no lights. So you get yourself a camera that's front and rear, like we have in the United States. Front and rear records. Push a little button, activate it, and record. This is proof in case you get into an accident. Yeah. So recently, here 3 or 4 days ago, my wife experienced an accident about 15 minutes away from where we live. She had her mother, she had her niece, she had the right of way, but as you know, they don't obey the laws, they don't know the laws. Most of them don't have a license. No matter how many years they've been driving, they don't know the law. Either they paid a fixer, or they just went in and paid the fee, whatever it is, and got their license. It's not their fault. You have to blame it on certain things. I won't get into it. Certain officials that need to enforce that. Train these people how to drive. And not just here, many other places. United States included, Europe included, many other countries I've driven through. They need to do a better job. So, back to the accident. She had it right away, and instead of the driver, Baja driver, yielding, he decides he's gonna come in behind her and rear ends her. Luckily, they had a CCTV. Uh, One person didn't comply. They said they're not going to volunteer to show their video footage. So they were able to find the video footage apparently off of Facebook, some kind of way. So the camera was in fast forward. So what it appears, you could see the people were walking fast. It made her look like she was driving fast, and it made it look like the Baja was driving fast. So when we went there and we met the investigator, um, he was like 100% it's his fault. So there had to be an agreement made to cover the damages for the motorcycle plus for the mother. So we had to show up the next day after we got the estimate from the Yamaha dealer, etc., etc. So we go the next day, his daughter shows up. Drama. Next thing you know, the police did a 360-degree turn with their head, and they were against my wife. They were like, "Oh, you're at fault." Really? It's not what you said the day before. You know. So, how did that change? I need not say. What does it tell you? Corruption. Um, I'm not getting into it. I try to stay away from political things and religious things. But it just goes to show you guys, get your cameras, front and rear, video record for your protection. Trust me, you're gonna need it. If you can get a camera from Shopee, you can bring it from the States, you can, I don't care if you got to get 2 cell phones, whatever you got to do, get a front and rear camera and record wherever you drive. I knew a gentleman, he was living in Naga City, he's currently living in Shergao. He had 2 accidents within 1 week. Yeah. Luckily, he had his camera rolling, front and rear. That saved him. The person was trying to extort him for money, 10,000 pesos. And they found out that he was not at fault. So he had included in the record, in the investigation, that he was trying to be extorted. So, one other thing. On the driver, I had looked up the laws. I won't cite it because I'm not an attorney. But it says that if you are guilty of reckless driving, you could be given a citation. I believe first offense is 1 or 2,000 pesos for each reckless driving offense. Thereafter that, it goes up in increments of 1,000 pesos. And once again, I'm not an attorney. This is just what is on Google if you Google it, and the information is there. All your laws are there. This is how I find out a lot of my information when I need to know certain things. So he was supposed to be cited. Once again, the police, they flipped it. Oh, if we write him a ticket, we got to write her a ticket. Really? The day before you just said he was at fault. Now you got 2 officers saying that she's at fault. What's the truth? Truth was on the video. So in this case, guys, if you run into that, you can also file a case as well. I'd rather put it behind me right now. It is rather frustrating. This is why I'm putting it on video. And I want to share with you guys, if you're out and about, get your camera. Make sure your paperwork is in order. Get your international driver's license. If you're just coming over here, if you've been over here after a certain amount of time, you have to Google it. I want to say past 60 days. I'm not really sure. You can find it on Google. And you plan on staying here, switch your license over to the Filipino license. If they accept the state that you're from. If not, if they don't, go to driver's school. Get your Filipino driver's license, or wherever country you're in. Like when I was in Europe, in Germany, I got my German driver's license. They accepted my California license. But prior to that, I had my state license, international license. That worked for a little while. So once I was able to learn the language, and understand what I was doing on that test and understanding those signs. I took my CPR, like I was mentioned. I got my license, and I made sure my paperwork was in line, insurance and registered. TIF. TIF is your smog inspection, which is one of the toughest in the world over in Germany over there. Probably Europe as a whole, but I can speak for Germany for sure. You do the TIF or smog every 2 years. Um, yeah, really, really good. And some of the gentlemen or ladies here, if you've been to Germany, you already know, or if you've been in Europe, you know it's not. You have to be on top of your game. So if you're here, make sure your paperwork is in order. Make sure you have your front and rear camera on your motorcycle or in your car. Uh, you know, excluding a bicycle. But just have that and be careful. Be very, very careful. And remember to always 100% drive defensive. It is, you got to keep your eyes open at all times. You can't veer off to the right for 5 seconds because something will happen within 1 second. I can guarantee you. Guarantee you. You're gonna veer off the road, or you're gonna run over a dog, hit a chicken. Somebody's gonna. You're driving. You got the right of way. Somebody's definitely gonna. They're gonna come in front of you, cut in front of you. It's just common, you know. There's, they accept it as normal. It's not normal. You know, there's no obeying the laws. You know, same thing in this, in anywhere you are in the world. You know, it's like that. But since I'm living here, I have to get. I just wanted to mention this to you people, good people who are here. Be careful out there. Be careful. It's pretty serious. So we were. Yeah, it was. I got my. This is my first experience with a little bit of. Yeah, I'm gonna just say the word corrosion. You know, COR. You know, not happy about it, but nothing we can do. Sad, very, very sad. So we've been concentrating on putting it behind us the last 3 days. It is tough, but I just hope and pray that you guys take care of your driving practices here. Uh, you have to use your defensive skills if you had any. Slow your speed down no matter what the road conditions are. If it's rainy, potholes, a lot of work, these are not the best roads that you're going to drive on. It's not like other places we know of. I mean, they have potholes in where I'm from too, and they have some big ones. Um, but here's you're on a, this is the other side of the world, you know. But if you're in the bigger cities that I've been to, they do take care of things pretty much, you know. But if you're in the province, so like Province Daddy here with Province Mama, woo-wee, yeah. Be careful, you guys. Thank you for listening. Appreciate you guys. God bless. I'm gonna go do my little meditation right now. Peace.